You want 2K rumors and news, you in the right place. Want a community that's cool, you in the right space. You want tips, subscribe now and ring the bell. Then go to the park and give them hell. The Boot Squad is an organization with all winners. Soldiers up in formation, we all killers. And when you step on the court, yo, you're our dinner. When I play D in the fourth, yo, Kawhi Leonard.
Your boy Brutal Sim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all know what it is by now. Take some time out, bless up your boy, like up the video, definitely help the channel out, because you know your boy gonna always keep y'all up to date on everything in the 2K community. And you know we gotta start the video off the right way by giving a huge shout out to the Bruce Squad. Anyone y'all that got a notification bell unlocked and come through the comment section and type first, second, third, Noti Gang or Bruce Squad, I gotta put y'all up there just to show y'all some love, man. I do appreciate y'all. Much love, much respect, y'all. All right, so let's get to the news. So Mo Buckets actually did an interview with Ronnie2K yesterday, and they addressed a few things, man. Shout out to Ronnie2K for doing this interview. Shout out to Mo Buckets for doing this interview live as well. Now, of course, I'm gonna do a lot of editing. That's why y'all are not seeing no gameplay in the background, but we're gonna get back to the gameplay on the next video, I promise y'all, man. But this got a lot of chops. Y'all gonna see why it didn't make no sense for me to put any gameplay in the background this time. All right, so we're gonna start it off hot, of course. Ronnie addressed why they kind of fell off with the rep rewards, man. Check out what he had to say. Check this out.
Oh my god, all of a sudden we need so many like rep rewards, and there was only so much that we had like kind of like thought about. So like rep rewards, I feel like we're a little bit of a miss, but you know, it's been exciting and kind of fun to watch them get kind of more fun and better. Like, seems like the bunny suit's pretty popular as long as what it looks like. And you know, there's more to come with each of these seasons. Like, it's totally changed the way that we build and think about the game. And in year one, I think we've learned a lot in that thing, and I'm really excited about year two.
That's interesting, man. Let me know what y'all think about what he had to say, man. He also actually mentioned MyTeam as well, man. Check this out, y'all.
And then finally, like MyTeam, everything going on there, I think is a pretty big win. Like, the challenges are really cool. The agendas, obviously Dark Matters and holo cards and all that stuff. Like, it's pretty cool. The modes in MyTeam are really fun. So
now, in my opinion, MyTeam people were happy this year. Like, you don't really have to spend a lot to play MyTeam this year. The amount of locker codes they are giving away damn near almost daily on Twitter or even on the game is crazy, because I got so much MyTeam packs right now that's left to be open, and I open a lot as well, and I have not touched MyTeam. Like, let's call it what it is. They actually integrated MyTeam into my career as well, because while you're grinding my career, you get rewards from MyTeam, a game mode that I don't play and care about either. So they're actually trying to push you a little bit towards MyTeam, clearly, because why I don't have park rewards when I play in MyTeam? Why? That's something I always had an issue with. Why am I getting MyTeam rewards? And I'm literally playing my career. But let me know your thoughts on that as well. Now, he also was asked if the city is making a return. This is what he had to say, y'all.
I mean, it's too early to say, but like, you know, it does allow us to iterate in a good way. So just, it's too early to kind of like talk about 23, but there's elements that obviously people are really excited about, so let's see what happens.
Now, of course, you know, every year around this time, it's a little bit too early to ask Ronnie2K about the next game, which is NBA 2K23 at this time. So he's going to say it's a little bit too early, but we could tell that the city will be making a return. After they made so much changes and made it pretty much a living, breathing city with people doing so much activities and stuff like that, you can't expect them to just scrap that. I know a lot of y'all will want them to just scrap that, but listen to your boy one sec. Look at where the world is going right now. Look at what Facebook made a huge investment in the metaverse. And right now, VR and that metaverse is going crazy right now. You know the type of opportunities for 2K if they continue to go this route? Imagine when 2K reached the point where you could literally have VR and walk around with your player and stuff like that. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. Trust me. So it will not be wise for 2K to just scrap the city right now. I know a lot of people want us to just go straight to the gameplay and stuff like that. Just go straight to the park or straight to the gameplay. But they gotta figure out how to balance that within this whole big, open world system. Let's call it what it is. GTA has been one of 2K's most successful games, bro. One of Take-Two Interactive most successful games over the past few years. Come on, it's known that 2K would try to go this route because this is where the future is, literally looking at the metaverse and all that stuff. Metaverse is just an oversized video game that people are playing right now on headsets, stuff that we've been doing, and 2K is seeing that and trying to make a jump on it in how they're developing this new My Career game mode. But let me know your thoughts on that as well. This is my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Don't just kill your boy yet, but think about it. Think about the ads 2K could put in here and the kind of promotions they could have within their games. I'm just thinking about it from a business standpoint and not necessarily a consumer standpoint, because that's how they're thinking about it at the end of the day. So although you gotta make dollars, man, before it makes sense, to be honest with you. So from a business standpoint, I would definitely try to go this route. From a consumer standpoint, they gotta figure out a way how to balance it all together. Now let's continue on. He also gave up his opinion on which 2K he thinks had the best gameplay. Y'all check this out.
Well, I'd go back further. I actually think that the best gameplay, in my opinion, again, subjective, I'm just one guy, I don't develop the game, I'd say it goes to me 15 is number one. I'd say the next tier are 11, 13, and 20, and the most recent one.
Really?
I'd say that's...
No 17 on that, Ronnie?
So, look, everybody loves 17, but you know what everybody loves about 17? There's two things that people love about 17. They love affiliations and, like, the looks of the park. That's not gameplay. I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm talking about straight gameplay. Okay. That's presentation, right? Like, that's a feature. Yeah. I think 17's gameplay was very guard-centric. Like, it was much easier, better to be a guard than like a multi.
But that's a fact. Hey guys, in case you guys don't know, Ronnie is a big man at heart. He don't play guard.
No, it's not. Forget
Ronnie,
me.
You don't run guards.
I probably,
you don't gotta lie. It's okay. You are a big man.
No, that is true. I probably am subjective. I think 15 is probably our best gameplay in terms of download play. So maybe that is connected. But I also think that, like, look, I think that the well-rounded. I think everybody played a guard in 17. And nobody liked to play a big man, and that isn't real basketball, you know. So, like, that's kind of my feeling. But again, I think the love for 17 is actually more based on the features as opposed to gameplay. If we're talking about straight gameplay, that's my tiers.
I could see where he's coming from, because 2K15 is one of my favorite 2Ks as well, outside of NBA 2K20, which is my favorite of all time. So I could see where he's coming from. That was when Park was now introduced. That was when we were still a little bit more pure. We wasn't as experienced. We didn't have that much complaint. We was just really glad to have Park. The gameplay, if looking back now, might not be perfect, but back then compared to how we are now, I could see where he's coming from. And again, he did address that big man was pretty much better balanced back then as well. Now it's more of a point guard dominant game, and that's where it's evolved over the past few years. So I understand that. Stan, let me know what y'all think about that. Now, one of the big things he spoke about again is CROSSPLAY. Who was asked about CROSSPLAY in the future, man. Check this out. And of course, you know your boy's gonna give his opinion. Check this out.
If we ever announce it, you guys would be the first to know. Like, it's something that we discuss every year. It's not as easy as just like turning on a switch. So we'll see. I'm not sure.
Okay, see that.
Now, at this point, I gotta be 100 with y'all, man. Him saying it's not as easy as turning on a switch, that's just not acceptable enough right now, to be honest with y'all. I play a game called a drifting game called CarX something on PC that's crossplay. You could link up with people on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, and mobile on that game, and Switch, by the way, on that game. Bro, this technology is too commonplace right now for us to be still hearing this in the gaming community. It's been too long. Now, I took this a few years ago, like, all right, it's new, whatever. We already know the barriers. By now. PlayStation might need to jump on board. And really and truly, when we talk about crossplay, we're talking about crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox, next gen to next gen, or current gen to current gen. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about anything else. So we already know there's a huge paywall by PlayStation. Get it done. That's all. Get it done. We need this as a community right now. We need it. If you saying you don't need it, you probably scared. But we need it. There's already a huge split in the community. And I could do a whole rant, but I'm not, because this video is already going to be a pretty long one. But I'm past this excuse of it's not just as simple as turning on a switch, man, to be honest with y'all, man. But let's continue on. Now, he was also asked about the paint defense as well, the lack of paint defense in this game, y'all. Check out what he had to say about this, y'all.
You know, I would say that it's easier than it was last year, right? Like 21, it was totally impossible. I think, again, it's like one of those balance things. Once you get the right badges and the right, like, ratings, and you're facing the right, like, ratings, I think that's sort of where it balances. You know, again, like that meta game of, like, having people be successful on the outside versus the inside versus defensive, like, there's a lot going on in the city. And we're trying to balance the builds as much as possible between outside, inside, shooting, slashing, whatever. And so I think that is our attempt, at least this year, to do that. We see all the feedback and are always thinking about how to, like, adjust if we need to for the next year. Again, I sort of mentioned this earlier, but, like, patches and all that stuff are, like, challenging because we're taking feedback from the consumer on, like, how the game's playing today. And, you know,
that's the hardest thing to do right there.
It is a hard thing to do. And then, like, you're unraveling a system that's already built, and that's also, like, can create other problems, you know. So, but that being said, like, we want to try to make gameplay as balanced as possible. So, like, a patch update. We don't do a lot of them. We don't change gameplay very much, actually, like, at least during a launch, right? Like, I think we've done a couple hot fixes for 22, and, like, I think in one system patch we did a couple minor things. Other than that, we haven't changed gameplay a ton. Because, again, it's challenging, it's subjective. Like, we're almost shooting ourselves in the foot if we change it too much.
Another question.
Also, you guys also get adjusted to the game too, right? As long as it's, like, not a game-breaking bug, like, we don't want you guys to, like, train and make builds and do all this stuff and then, like, turn around and, like, change the game, so you have to go make new builds, and, like, that's a frustrating experience too. Now, sometimes there's game-breaking things that make us, like, need to do that, but it's pretty rare these days.
He also talked about patching and why it's not as easy to patch, or the challenges when it comes to patching the game, and it's understandably so. But they did do a hot fix a while ago, because one thing Mike Wayne said, that they're able to actually go in and do hot fixes that don't necessarily take up a lot of space when it comes to these patches. And one thing I know is a few patches ago they did hotfix the contest shot system. Now I don't know if it's something they touched and it affected that, but we saw a huge change in the contested shot system, and this is something that needs to be addressed. Now he also addressed the bird and the tiger rewards, y'all. Check this out.
Yeah, I mean, part of it's giving rep rewards, and some of it is vanity versus, like, you know, upgrades in the game. The funny thing about that whole, like, legend chase was, like, we're getting badge upgrades as part of level rewards over the course of multiple levels, or I'm sorry, multiple seasons, right? Yeah. So ultimately at the end, like, what it was the legend reward, like +10 and attributes or whatever, we're gonna get pretty close, you know, in terms of like the aggregate season rewards. And then, you know, like people want vanity items. I think we just have to find a balance. And again, I talked about rep rewards earlier. Like that's probably something that we weren't ready for as much as we wanted to be with the season model. Like all of a sudden we went from needing, what was it, like 15, 20 rep rewards to 15, 20 times, you know, 7, 8, 9 seasons, whatever we end up at. That is crazy. I mean, that's a huge difference. So like, actually times 40, right? Because it's 40. You get rewards every level.
Because it's 40. It's 9 seasons.
It's 40
it's 9
times
seasons.
how many seasons?
It's 9 seasons.
And then on top of that, we have legends.
Right.
Like we have the legend. 4 seasons, you turn into a legend. You have that reward as well.
Yeah.
And then you have a lot of other rewards. You get rewards in quests. You get rewards for you know, the million MVP points, etc. You know, like there's a lot of rewards in the game. We went from, like I said, like 28 or whatever it was to over 100 in 1 year. And then that's challenging. So like you have to get kind of funny with it. And some of that is the tiger and things like that.
No, one thing he spoke about, and to me, right? How can you implement seasons without necessarily planning for something like this? It's simple math to me, to be honest, man. It's 40 levels to max out a season. You have 9 seasons. Do the math. 40 by 9. Very simple, man, to be honest with y'all. Now, that is a lot, yes, but you have to be a little bit better. You gotta be better prepared, to be quite honest with y'all. Now, if y'all want to reach out with your boy or reach out to your boy, I got a few ideas or some rewards, and I still gotta do that compilation video because a lot of y'all send me feedback and some great ideas or some rewards we could get in the future. But we could damn near almost guarantee that seasons is coming back. So y'all gonna have to get on those rewards as quick as possible, man. And y'all gotta come out with some bangers after bangers, man. And start off a little bit easy in the beginning, but as you go along, bangers, instead of how y'all did it this time. Like this bunny suit, ain't it? Ain't go front. Yo, the amount of people that stopped playing after when they saw that bunny suit is crazy, man. But anyways, let me know what y'all think. Now, one thing he did address again is people bashing him within the 2K community. Check this out, y'all.
When I'm getting bashed about like a variety of things, I'm like, it doesn't make any sense because there's so many people on our team, right? Like that work on a variety of things, and they need to be experts in their part of the game.
Right.
We're doing things that like are all over the map. Like, what are some of the clothes that go in the game? What are some of the backpacks? Like all the partner conversations on the events. Like, it's a world. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's an in-game world that, you know, like, I don't know everything that's going on in the world, in the real world, right? So, like, I think it'd be hard to get everybody to know everything that happens in this world just because it's so big.
And basically he's saying, yo, there's so much people responsible for so much things, and only a few people know everything that's going on across here. So it doesn't make any sense that y'all are bashing Ronnie2K. Understandably so, but someone gotta take it, Ronnie. Someone gotta take it, and unfortunately, you kind of the face of 2K right now. It's a gift and a curse, and the curse is you get bashed. I'm sure he understands that as well. Now, last but not least, he was asked about female characters in the park. Check this out.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, it's something that one of those things that we think about all the time. It's very, very important to us. Like, I definitely want to kind of keep pushing that envelope internally. Again, some of it is like playstyle stuff. Some of it is like making sure that it's celebrated properly. Like, there's a lot of things that go into that. It's not as simple as turning on a switch, just like what I said about cross-plat. That's something that again is an opportunity for the future.
It could happen.
I don't know what year that is. I don't know when. But hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening no time soon. I would say one of the biggest fears of 2K is seeing what NBA Live did when they tried to implement it. Because I don't know if you all remember, a few years ago, 2K, NBA Live tried to implement or put females and mix them up with men. And the females were doing tomahawk dunks, like chase down blocks. Like they were out athleticing. Is that a word? I just made up a word. The guys. And that should not be so. Right? So that was the hugest problem with NBA Live, was they tried to be really proactive in terms of implementing that, but they did implement it the wrong way. It made the game annoying to me, to be quite honest with y'all, bro, because I know it wasn't close to being realistic, and I just got off of it. A lot of people gonna be like, 2K isn't realistic anyway. All right, man, you might as well go play NBA Jam and just get out the way if you're going to do that. Well, anyways, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. And now y'all see why I didn't have any gameplay in the background. I had a lot of editing to do, a lot of cutting, a lot of stuff, and great job by Mo Buckets and Ronnie2K, man. Appreciate y'all, man. So let me know what y'all think about the video. Let me know what y'all think about Ronnie2K feedback. Let me know if y'all think, if y'all are getting NBA 2K23. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, no, but you know we gonna be getting 2K23. Call a spade a spade. Well, anyways, man, y'all know it's your boy Sim. If you got some more time, check out my last video. A lot of people enjoying that, of course. Have a blessed one. Be safe out there, y'all. Peace.